Okay, so let us now welcome. We are going to now group data. Grouped data now, everything is grouped in a certain range. So that's what we are going to see today. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay, so the question says examples. The table below shows marks obtained by students from a test for, let me say, chemistry. A test for chemistry. Marks, they are here, then they are giving us the number of students there. They're asking us to get the mean, more the median, then the lower quartile, what we call the Q1. So what do we do there, members? Now what we are going to do is, we first draw the table. Now the marks here, I draw this table. This is what we call the distribution table, or the frequency table, or the frequency distribution table. So I first draw it now. Now the number of students is what is going to be the frequency. So the marks here, I am putting them here, 34, 29, like that. Then this one where they are giving us the number of students. In simple terms, they are giving us frequency. That's why for this class the frequency is 2. For this class the frequency is 5, up to when we reach 1 for the last class. Now we get summation of the whole of this frequency here. When you add this plus this plus this plus this plus this, you get 20. So this one means you are summing the frequency, you are getting 20. That's what this sign means. Then x, to get this x, remember we need to get the mean. We need summation. For mean, we need summation f of x. So now, to get x, how do we get x? X is the midpoint of these classes. How do we get it? You get this plus this divided by 2. That's how I put my 12. So I got 10 plus 14 over 2. It will give me a 12. That's why I'm having a 12 there. To get the next one, you get this plus this, you get 17. The next one, this plus this divided by 2, you get 22. Or, okay, the same approach here, but there is a simple method. If you know the class width, how do you get the class width? You get the upper class minus the lower class, then plus a 1. This one, when you get the first midpoint here, don't waste time to get this plus this. What you do, just get the class width, you add on here. When you add here 5, you get 17. When you add 5 here, you get 22. When you add 5 here, you get 27. When you add 5 here, you get 32. That's the easiest way of getting after getting the first. If you know the class width, you can easily get the rest. Then f of x, meaning we are multiplying frequency and x. So you are getting this times this. So this times this, you get 24. This times this, you get this. We get that. This times this, you get that. This times this, you get this. That's, we are just multiplying f times x. Then the geometric frequency, we say the first frequency is always the first geometric frequency. Then to get the next one, you get this plus this, you get 17. Then you get, to get the next, you get 7. To get the next one, you get this plus this, you get this one here. Then this plus this, you get this one here. Then this plus this, you get this one here. That's how you get the CF. This plus this plus this plus this, and this plus this, you get that. Then the class boundaries, I told you that when you first get the adjustment factor. How do you get it? You get either this minus this divided by 2, or this minus this by 2, this minus this by, that's how you get the adjustment factor. What is the adjustment factor? It's one that you subtract from the lower class, and then you add it to the upper class. So how do I get it? I got this minus this divided by 2. I got 0.5. So this 0.5, we subtract off the lower. On the lower ones, we are subtracting. On the upper classes, we are adding. So when I subtract here 0.5, I get 9.5. When I add 0.5 here, I get this. The same case. When I subtract here 0.5, I get this. When I add here 0.5, I got this. But only the simple trick is always the last one here is going to be the first. The upper class in the previous class is going to be the one class in the previous class, like this. So there you can save time. In simple terms, you just get this one as 0.5 because these ones are always going to be if the classes are uniform. Okay, so after getting that, that's how I got the table. Then here I'm asking for mean. Mean, this is the formula for mean. So I mentioned f of x. So when we sum all these ones, the value we get is 425. Divide by summation f, which is 20. Then when you divide, you get that. If this were given in weights, you put their kilograms. If they are heights, you put their centimeters, but these are marks. Okay? So the mean mark, the mean mark is 22.25. Then the mode here, the formula for mode we said is given by LCB plus the difference between the frequency of the median class minus the frequency above it. So how do we get first of all the median class, the frequency of the median class? The frequency, we just get summation f divided by 2. This summation f we divide it by 2. Now we need the position value of this summation f by 2. So when I get 10, say position value, what does this mean? You come in your geometric frequency table. In geometric, you check, have you reached 10? No. Have you reached 10? No. Have you reached 10? Yes. Even if it's exceeding 10, as long as we have reached 10, even if it's 10. So here you see that this one is below 10, this one is below 10, but this one is exceeding 10. So the 10 is in this table. Meaning that now I'm going this one, the table with this is what is going to give me the median class. That's why the 10th position value is falling here. Now after it falling here, now this formula says you get the frequency of the median class. The frequency of the median class is here. To get dA, you subtract above. A means above. So dA above. So this minus this, we get that 3. Then dB below. B below. So this minus this, that's how we got that 4. Then the interval this I is standing for the class width, which we got here already. You get this minus this plus 1, or this, and you use this minus this plus 1. That's how we get it, if it has no decimal points. Okay, decimal places. Now, the median already is given by, that's how we get, we first always, to get the mode, we first always get this so that we can get the frequency of the median class. So it's that this was it. Now, the lower class boundary, the lower class boundary, that class. So from here, it's that our lower class boundary, the lower. This is the upper class limit. Then we want this the lower class boundary. That's why we have here 19.5. The 3, I've told you. Then this 5 is the class interval here. Then the same here, the median class, we have it already. We have seen the median class using that. Then in the median class, this one is summation f over 2. Some people put here n, but it's okay, it's the same. 20 divided by 2, we get 10th position value, and we have seen that 10th position value is falling here. Then there we need the geometric frequency before. The geometric frequency before this is 7. That's why I'm adding 7 over the frequency within the median class. The frequency now within the median class is 8. That's why I'm dividing by 8. Then times 5. Then the lower class boundary of the median class is this. That's why this is there. And you simplify that. This is how we press the calculator. You first simplify this minus 7. Then after you set, divide by 8. Then after you set, times 5. Then after you set, plus this. That's how we press the calculator. You first simplify this bracket. After you multiply it with the 5, then you add this, so that you don't make any error. Okay. Here, Q1, the first quartile, we say the only difference between the median and the first quartile is that this one you are multiplying with a quarter. So now here you have to come and identify this so that you get those so the geometric frequency where this class is falling. So you get this times this. So a quarter times summation f is 20. This one is giving us a 5. So this one is going to be the 50th position value. Now after getting this value, you just come into your geometric frequency column. Have I reached the 5? No. Have I reached the 5? Yes. So this one is the class we are going to use. Because of this 5 now in geometric frequency is falling here. So that's why I'm going to use it. So now when I put my lower class boundary, it's 14.5, it's there. Then plus this one is already the summation f times this, you get this. The geometric frequency before, is that it's 2. That's why I'm having 2 over the frequency within the frequency within here is 5. That's why I'm having 5. When I simplify, I told you, simplify this is going to be now 5 minus 2. That is the 3, divide by 5, then times 5, then plus this, and the answer is that. So that's members. The next question we are going to see the third quartile, the percentile, and then the decile. I wish you well.